everybody, it's Danielle here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new to my channel, I do hair and I own a salon in Laguna Beach, California called DKW Styling. And I specialize in hair extensions and hair color, and I actually created my own system of hair extensions called Natural Beaded Rows. So you may have heard of it, you may have not, but it's actually what I'm wearing in my hair. So if you love my hair, you want to click on the link below this and you can find out more information about that. On my YouTube channel, I love sharing hair products, beauty tips, makeup, sometimes we're at the salon, all that good stuff. So if you're a girl and you also love that stuff, you may want to subscribe and just kind of get more information. Okay, so today on this video, I decided I was just going to tell you guys about the top 10 to 12 things you may or may not know about me. Because I get random questions like direct messages, emails, things like that. So I'm like, I'm just going to share a little bit more about me. And then I actually want to talk about the other topic on this video is I finally posted a before and after of myself on my Instagram. I very rarely will post a before and an after. And people are always asking like, what does your real hair look like under all that hair? And I always tease, I'm like, well, not really. I always tell them, like, I have the worst hair ever, and it pretty much have toddler hair or like this ongoing mullet. So people are always asking me like, no, it can't be that bad. Like, what's your real hair like? So I finally just like threw myself under the bus and posted a before and after, and people were like, oh my gosh, your hair's not that bad. Of course, you know, when you're used to wearing all this good, amazing hair, if you're a hair extension lover like myself, you take them out and you're like, oh my God, I'm naked, I'm bald. But what I wanted to share with you guys on this video is my hair has actually gotten a whole lot healthier, and I'm gonna kind of share how I did that. But first, I'm gonna talk about random facts you may not know about me. Okay, number one, I wrote it on my notes, so I would not forget. Okay, how long have you been doing hair? I've been doing hair for 15 years. I actually have always had an interest in hair extensions because I had the worst hair ever. And it's hard to work on all these women with beautiful hair and realizing like my hair will never ever be like that. So I actually jumped into hair extensions early on in my career. And one thing you may not know about me is I hate getting ready. Despite like having a full face of makeup today and like my hair's done, I really don't like getting ready. I think that's one of the reasons why I love hair extensions is because it's like high maintenance to be low maintenance. And I always tell my clients like, listen, before I had hair extensions, my hair would never grow out, so I always wore like a shoulder length or a bob haircut, but I would have to wash and style it every single day or it would just look like flat to my head. With hair extensions, I actually feel like it's way lower maintenance and I can get up and the curls hold better. Like I washed my hair yesterday and then today I just like threw in just a few wrap curls to touch it up, spray maybe some dry shampoo and go. I honestly styled my hair in like 5 minutes today. So for me, having fine hair texture, wearing extensions helps me get ready quicker. And with makeup, like I know it looks like I have a ton on, but I don't spend a ton of time. I don't like contour or anything crazy. I enjoy doing eyeshadow, so a lot of times you'll see on my videos like I'll have a smoky eye. If you guys want me to share about some of my eyeshadows, let me know. That's like the only part of makeup that I actually enjoy doing. So, but yeah, I hate getting ready. Most of the time I'm like in t-shirt, jeans, like just running around flats. I'm always in flats. I know in my blog I'm always in heels, but that's more for like date night style. But yeah, I love just like, I'm kind of like a t-shirt and jeans girl and I really don't like getting ready. And on the second thing you may not know about me, I mean, obviously you know I have hair extensions, but I recently tried the fake eyelashes, the individual extensions or whatever. And I like them and I like how they look and I love how you just wake up and they're ready. I hate when they start to like like twist around and you're like, whoa, where is that one going? So that's the only thing I would say if you're considering getting eyelash extensions. It's a lot of maintenance. You have to go in every 2 weeks and have them like refilled. I just decided, I've had them in for like a month and I really like them. Even though the maintenance is kind of a lot, I am always like go, go, go. So for me, like laying there and you're not like on your phone or anything, I decided that's like my relaxing meditation time. So if you have time to do that every couple weeks, it's nice. Again, it's like high maintenance to be low maintenance. You have to sit there. But then when I get up and get ready on a daily basis, it's like one coat of mascara and one underneath. And some girls don't wear mascara on their eyelash extensions. I literally just do one coat, and it's more to like get them all going in the same direction. Okay, so you know I hate getting ready. You know I now have obviously fake hair and fake eyelashes. I also, one thing you may not know about me is my eyebrows are also fake. I guess they're not fake, but microblading is really, really big right now. And so I started this last year, and they say you go in for 2 touch-ups. I actually had to go in for 3. So if you're that girl and you went and got your brows done and they faded out, don't be scared to go back a 3rd time. Like I had mine done a 3rd time and I loved them. I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. The one thing I will tell you about the microblading is I know on the before and afters on most people's like Instagrams and things like that, it looks like individual strokes. I will be honest, to me, if you get really, really close, you can barely tell they look like individual strokes. But to be honest, I just think it looks like you have your brows penciled in. But I was penciling my brows in every day anyways, and I think the shape looks better, and I don't think I like the microblading versus like a straight tattoo, because even though it looks penciled in, it looks a lot softer. So if you're considering doing microblading, I definitely like it, but don't expect it to look, I guess, like a real piece of hair. Because to me, it just looks like eyebrow pencil, but I do love it. Okay, what else you may not know about me? Let's see. I'm 34. I am extremely loyal to products. I find something that works, you guys, and I just like stick with it. Like everybody knows at my salon, they're like, Danielle, try this color. And I'm like, well, why would I try that? This is working so well. So I'm kind of a stickler. I get like stuck in my routines. And so it's like, for me, I'm very loyal to products. I was gonna share a couple products with you guys really quick. My favorite dry shampoos, because I feel like every girl uses a dry shampoo. It kind of goes with being like lower maintenance or like kind of skipping a wash here and there. But these are my 2 favorite dry shampoos, and I'll tell you why. This one's by Bumble and Bumble. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I will link it on my blog. This one actually sprays out. It's a tinted one. I'm gonna spray this on this paper. So this is the light brown one, and this works perfect for my hair. And actually some of my blondes, if they have a little bit of a shadowed root, I usually recommend the light brown versus the blonde one, because the blonde one is like a white powder. So this one is good, especially when I want to pull my hair up. I don't have a lot of density in here, you can see. And so sometimes I'll just take my dry shampoo and just mist it in there if I'm going to pull my hair up in a ponytail. These extensions do pull up pretty easy, you can see. But sometimes I have to like, you know, my hairline, I swear kids like ruins your hair. But I'll spray a little bit in there if I want to like fill it in. And then the other thing I'll do is like, if you can spray it in through here, and it gives you a little bit of volume. It's a good dry shampoo. The thing is that I like about this one, if you have dark hair or dark roots, and you use like a lighter one, if you spray it really close, you'll end up with a big powdery root. I love it when my clients come in and I'm like, oh, some dry shampoo. You can just like scratch that off. That's so fun. So this is my other favorite dry shampoo. It's by Elizabeth and James, and it smells amazing. You don't want to spray it close because you're going to end up with like a big giant white powder puff on your roots. So if I'm going to use this one, I have to kind of hold it far away, and I almost use it to kind of give the extensions a little bit more volume. And then if I'm going to spray one a little bit closer in here, I'll use my darker one. So those are my 2 favorite dry shampoos. Another product that I love, I love texture sprays, but you know how sometimes when you put a lot of texture spray in your hair, you're like, oh, ooh, like you feel like it just feels gross and you need to wash it. This is a really nice movable hairspray, and it's by L'Oreal. And lately, instead of using a texturizing spray, I'll go in, and I swear, if you guys follow our Instagram page, which is Natural Beaded Rows Extensions, and we love like kind of the fuzzy, tousled, beachy look, and this is what we're using to create that look. Sometimes for photos, we'll get a little carried away, and we'll literally, on purpose, leave a piece like that, but we all think it photos so cute. It just looks kind of like a hot mess, you know what I mean? But this is a good hairspray if you want to create texture, but it doesn't feel that heavy. So anyways, this is a L'Oreal one. I'll link this as well if you kind of love what I'm doing around here. And it's a good one, I mean, if you just want a really lightweight hold around your face, something that's not just gonna stick. Because you know when you have fine hair and you spray something really heavy and then you like go to comb it out, I swear your hair breaks off. So be very careful if you're using a heavier spray and then at night you're just running through it with a brush. Like if you put a lot of that hairspray on there and then you rip through it with the brush, it's gonna break off. Like I just know from experience. Okay, I'm kind of bougie with my dryers, I'm not gonna lie, and I promoted this on a ton of my videos, but it is worth it. It's the Dyson dryer. It's super lightweight, it's super powerful, it's amazing. And yeah, since I started using this in my salon, I bought every single person one of these. I also use it at home, so this is kind of a splurge, but it's definitely worth it. Okay, so I love products. I'm loyal to them. I'll switch it up every now and again. If you guys have some favorite dry shampoos and that kind of thing, comment below. I'll see if I can talk myself into using them. Okay, let's see. What else do you know? I'm 5'3". That's something you may not know about me. I am not tall. Like half the girls in my salon are super short and half of them are really tall. We're on the Polly Pocket side. That's what they call us. So I'm only 5'3". If you follow any of my fashion blog, people will often ask me that, like, how tall are you? I get everything tailored and hemmed. I'm just used to it. So sometimes if you're looking at my blog and you're like, that's cute, keep in mind if it's a pair of jeans or like a dress, oftentimes I have had it hemmed. The Babless, I've been using this forever, and I feel like this video kind of turned into my favorites, but it's also things you didn't know about me. I like the Babless. This is actually a 1-inch. People always often ask me, like, what size curling iron are you using and which one specifically? We also use a lot of hot tools at my salon because they have a longer barrel, but I like, I don't know, I like this Babless one. I like how it runs through the hair. Typically when I'm curling my hair, I'll run it through a few times. This is actually still kind of hot because it was just plugged in. And then I'll kind of unwind it. The trick to using a smaller iron is right after I'll kind of comb it out, or I'll kind of pull it down with the iron. And a lot of times people are like, well, why don't you just use a bigger iron? But I really like the curl pattern or the S shape that it gives it with a smaller iron. So that is my favorite iron. Let's see what else. Let's see. Oh, on my spare time versus being on social media, I'd rather spend my time shopping online. So there you have it. There is, let's see, 12 things you, oh, no, there's one more thing I thought to tell you. People always ask me what length are my extensions. I am wearing the 18-inch hair, and again, it looks long because I'm super petite. I'm not that petite, I'm 5'3". I feel like there's other girls that work with me that are even smaller, so now I feel very tall. So this is 18-inch hair. A lot of times people ask me if it's 22-inch. It's not, it's 18-inch. And I think that's it. So there's some interesting facts that you may not know about me. And the other thing I was going to tell you guys about on this video is I posted a photo of my before and after on my Instagram recently, and people were kind of going crazy over it. They're like, your hair is not that bad. But honestly, if you scroll back to some of my earlier YouTube days, my hair, if you pay attention to my bangs specifically, my bangs literally were like always here. I could never get them to grow past that. And it wasn't like I was, you know, I wasn't like pulling the lightener through my ends. I knew my hair for sure couldn't handle that. I was literally just doing like a retouch with baby lights and smudging the top every probably 6 to 8 weeks, if that. And I just found that my hair was not growing. And I used to always attribute it, well, maybe it's just because like the extensions and things like that, but I always felt like with Natural Beaded Rows, which is the extensions I have in, like my density looked pretty good. It was literally like my hair was just breaking off. So I kind of was like, you know what, I'm just gonna like leave it alone. I'm gonna try to go back closer to my natural color, which was hard for me because my whole life I thought of myself as a blonde, which I'm not naturally a blonde at all, but I think early on, like in junior high, I started lightening my hair, so I just always thought of myself as a blonde. And so anyways, I just kind of like left my hair alone, and for the past 2 years, where these used to be jaw length, they've now like grown out a little bit. And people are like, oh, your hair is getting so healthy, it's getting so long. And I'm like, that's because I've just left it alone. So I do think if you are gonna wear hair extensions and you do have fine hair, sometimes you just need to be careful with your color. I think a lot of times my clients are like, Danielle, I feel like my hair is getting worse. And I'm like, it's because of the lightener. It's not because of the hair extensions. So just keep that in mind. Be nice to your hair. And also with heat too, there's things with heat. Don't be running the curling iron through your hair every single day. And I just try to really focus on keeping my hair in better shape. And really the only thing I'll do with my color is I like to do a base on my hair. I tried to leave it alone and just like let it grow out for a while, but my hair is kind of that mousy brown color and it felt really like flat. And so I noticed doing a base that's really, really close to my natural, it makes my density look fuller and it gives me just a little bit of texture. So I do a base, and then what I do normally is probably like, I would say only like 2 or 3 times a year, I'll put a little bit of lightener on. And what I'll do on my hair is I'll put that like one foil right along the bangs, but I won't pull it all the way through. And then I'll find the connecting piece where like my longest piece here, and I'll feather just a little bit of lightener right through there, just for like 3 or 4 minutes, and kind of watch it so that it doesn't break off. And then just a couple around my face. And then through the back, what I do is I weave pieces out, and we actually put that in conditioner versus like doing a full head highlight. And then we'll do like color in between, and then we'll tone it at the bowl. So I'm still doing color, but I'm just trying to keep it really close to my natural and just have it look a little bit sun-kissed. And I have just noticed in my experience that my hair has gotten way, way better. And so I've tried to communicate that to my clients. And you know, not all fine hair textures break off the same. I've noticed in my experience of being a stylist, some fine hair textures are a little bit stronger than others. Mine just happens to be that hair that breaks easy. And it's interesting because my hair, as far as density goes, it's probably like medium. It's not super sparse, but it's definitely not thick by any means. And so I have enough hair to kind of cover, and I do put my extensions super, super high. People are always like, what do those look like underneath? But if you can kind of see in there, it's a track extensions done with beads. And I put them really, really high because I need all this hair to fill in the sides here. The biggest mistake I see with hair extensions is people will try to put it in, I call this my cul-de-sac, or this little receding window. You can't put hair extensions right there because there's just not enough density, but if you tend to go a little bit above it, you're kind of more in the safe zone. So anyways, that's what I have done. If you want to see that photo, I posted it on my blog, and you can hear more about my hair journey and my hair story. So anyways, that's it for today, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video if you loved it. I try to post a couple times a month. If you want more like business related topics, check out my latest podcast, which is actually #1 in fashion and beauty. Woo! I've actually never done a podcast, and we've had so much fun doing it. I do it with 2 of my lead trainers in Natural Beaded Rows. So if you guys want more of the business element of things, go ahead and download that on iTunes. And then I also have another podcast called Date Your Wife. It's just like a fun one that I do with my husband. We talk about marriage, kids, life, sex, and all that good stuff. So anyways, that's it. That's it for today. I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. And yeah, see you guys in a couple weeks. All right, hope you enjoyed.
So you've seen a little bit of the process. Now come experience the process. All you need to do is click the link below. That's gonna take you directly to my blog, where you can go to my contact page and reach out to me. Whether you're a curious student or you're just another girl that loves hair, either way, don't be shy. Make sure to click on the link below.